So I just want to do a quick video to reign another calamity and agony and miserability on the heads of every motherfucker who have participated directly or indirectly in a pedophilic manipulation created by your fellow human being to manipulate people into falling into the hands of their victim, giving birth for them, sleeping on the same bed with monsters, beasts, perverts, rapists, mentally deranged bastards in human form, taking part in the same manipulation they used in using the European police to sexually abuse and assault me. So I'm just going to go straight to the point. During coronavirus in Italy, during your pedophilic, pervert, manipulation, coronavirus. Because you see that whole this whole coronavirus shit or that whole coronavirus shit is nothing but a pedophilic philosophy. It's nothing but a pedophilic manipulation. You see, coronavirus or whatever virus it is, the people behind all of that shit, they are all mentally deranged. They are all mentally sick. They are all mentally miserable. They don't know what self-love is. They don't know what joy is. They don't know what happiness is. They don't know what internal truth is. This is why they create a pedophilic philosophy for fools and clowns, cursed clowns especially, like you people, to practice. So that you will become miserable like themselves. So that you will become cursed like themselves. So that you will become mentally unstable and mutilated like themselves. Who created the pedophilic, manipulative viruses, or let's use, for example, coronavirus manipulation. All in the name of your coronavirus manipulation. The police did this to me. I will put the video right there.
For the accused, when you accuse me, say I'm a bad person, say I'm an evil person. I'm not going to tell you, say, God will bless you. I'm not going to tell you, say, until your mama use a man, they agree for what this shit.
They reducted me to a form you can never imagine. I was on the street of Paris. I think going to work or coming back from work, I can't remember where I was coming from that day. They stopped me and said I should put on my mask. I told them, I was trying to even explain, I can't put on the mask because when I put it on, my nose starts bleeding because it suffocates. The next thing, they just packed me from the ground. They handcuffed me. They took me to their police station. Even the police was taking part in doing their hand, leg, signs, manipulation, clown signs, or cause clown signs manipulation. When that was not enough, from the police station, they handcuffed me. I didn't commit any crime. These motherfuckers handcuffed me because of mask. They put me in the prison. From there, they took me straight to the hospital. And what did they start doing? They reducted me to this.
For the accused, when you accuse me, say I'm a bad person, say I'm an evil person.
They started bombarding me with all types of drugs you can ever imagine. Just to do what? To turn my brain upside down. Even while they were doing it, my brain was still intact. My truth was still intact. My perfection was still intact, motherfuckers. As if it was not enough, they continued the same drugging me with all kinds of drugs in Italy. You think you failed me? You train police. You put them in uniform and you send them to the streets to be sexually abusing and harassing people. Another group of the same perverts, they came to my hotel room. They stripped me naked. I will keep saying it because the truth that hurts, that nobody is bold to say, is what you will continue to hear from me because I am your punishment. I am your live calamity. Your karma in person, that is me. How can the police that is supposed to be protecting me Let's start with Italy. I told them my mom was trying to pimp me and use me for prostitution. Every time I go to the police station, they will write down their statements. They will take me back to the house of that pimp and child trafficking mother. More than 10 times. And when she invited black people to the house, she did not even deny it. She said it was not prostitution. And then she tried to sugarcoat it to say she was trying to give me sexual education by telling me, put condom in an old man's penis. Do it 1, 2, 1, 2, take your money. What does that mean? It's not prostitution, it is what? That's Italian part. Let's not talk about how many times I was being sexually harassed by Italian pervert men, up and down. Let's not even go into that. I got to police. I got to Paris. I had different occasions where my breast and my ass were being grabbed. I had an occasion where a black woman with a group of white police attacked me in a bus stop. I've said this story and I will repeat it over again. Put hand in my vagina, front and back, hit me against the wall of the bus stop, was dipping a hand in my vagina while some Muslim women with hijab, they brought out their phone, they were recording and laughing at me. Then the policemen that came with this black, useless policewoman committing the black on black crimes were all laughing. As if it was not enough, they came to my hotel room. They stripped me naked. The police were touching their guns, romancing themselves. They were looking at my nakedness on hair. For more than 20 minutes, they were mocking and laughing me, looking at... If I had stood up to defend myself, they would have shot me dead and said she was being aggressive. We shot her for self-defense. And you fools, you would have bought the story and say, oh, she couldn't survive the pandemic. She couldn't survive coronavirus. Now she's dead. She was such a good person. She was such a nice person, an amazing person. Oh, she just died because of pandemic. Then now I'm in Germany. A group of gang kids, they beat me up, telling me to suck their mother's pussy and suck their father's dick because that is what they know how to do. They say charity begins at home. If they don't suck their father's dick and suck their mother's pussy clits in the house, they would have not known what sucking dick and sucking pussy is at that age that they are. The police, they were in one side of the street. I saw them when they parked. They were watching me. They were looking at my direction. I did not even give a fuck about them. Then they sent the kids towards me to do what they did. And then when the kids have attacked me and were beating me, this group of useless, both Arabic and German police in uniform, they attacked me and they brutalized me. They handcuffed me. They were even mocking me. On top of me being gang beaten. So this is what I'm telling you, especially you black fools that love to practice the pedo culture of your colonizers. The same colonies that killed your fathers, forefathers, fathers, hanged them on trees, cut their hands and legs, mutilated them, hanged them on trees, cut off their penises. Still raping your natural resources till today, still stealing your natural resources till today, still sending groups of so-called NGOs to come to Africa to not only rape your kids in the ass, in the asses, but also embezzle your natural resources. White, Arabic, and Asiatic pedophile, pervert, rapist, murderer, killers, colonizers. And you useless African politicians, useless African crowned traditional leaders, useless activists, celebrities, degree title holding clowns and puppets, entertaining your colonizers, entertaining the children of your colonial masters, and you say you have sense. Your fellow human being will create, you will say you have sense. You went to school, or you are a religious person, or that you are not a religious person because religion is a brainwashing shit, but that you have sense. You will claim you are mentally okay. You will sit down and participate in a pedo philosophy or in a pedo manipulative philosophy created by your fellow human being to manipulate other people, to turn them into like this.
For the accused, when you accuse me, say I'm a bad person, say I'm an evil person.
Like they turned me into. Oh, I heard them laughing at somebody wearing one pants for 4 days. When I was on the streets in Paris, when you people made me homeless in Paris, I did not wear one pants for only 4 days. I menstruated on one pants for more than 4 days. Let me shake the table properly. You are laughing at me that I even wore one pant for 4 days. Nine, relax. I didn't wear it just for 4 days. I was menstruating on it for more than 4 days. On top of that, the Parisian police, the European police, they sexually assaulted me on top of it. The same period, they did everything to me. You see, you Africans, you blacks, you will die slaves. You will perish as colonial masters, puppet, clown, slaves. You say you love to practice their pedo philosophy? You love to practice their pedo culture? Look at all your kings, your so-called kings that are under colonial master kings. Your so-called African kings. Who are the same thieves, just like your wuru and thieves politicians. You think there is difference between your traditional leaders who don't know anything than to eat goat head, cow head, do ceremonies, even invite their colonizers' children to come and grace the occasion? Why both them, the politicians and all your first-class artists and activists, their children and household, they all live in first-class life. They travel first class. Your colonial masters, they give them houses abroad. They fix them everywhere they go to pay for their hotel bills and everything. And all of them, they carry themselves like this. Come to Europe. Come to the land of your colonizers. Even in a village where 2 people are living, they will tile the entire road. They will infrastructurally maintain the entire place. Lights will be everywhere. But your own Africa, where the resources is being stolen, embezzled on top of your children being raped to embezzle your natural resources, is like gutter. Useless foods. I see you people showing 10% or 20% of the part of Africa that looks good at all. And you all carry yourself. Is this not part of, this is the Africa they don't show you. This is the Africa inside 100%. 10, 20%, highest 20% is what is good in your Africa. 80% is PEDO. Trump, one of your colonizers, modern day colonizers, called Africa or Nigeria PEDO. They were crying. What is it? Is it not worse than PEDO? Is it not worse than gutter? Look at their children in Europe. These white, Arabic, and Asiatic pigs and their children, their privileged children living in privileges that come from blood being shed in your country, that come from the blood of your land being shed, that come from the blood of your people being shed, by privileges that their children are enjoying that come from your children being raped and abused. And you are all doing what? Practicing their culture. Let's not talk about your religious leaders. Those ones, I don't even know where they stand. I don't even know where to start from with them. Muslim is not among, it's only Christians, Christian. What is different between all of you? You Muslims in Dubai fucking dog, or having urges from watching a woman fuck a dog or a dog fuck a woman, then you will go to the mosque to put your head down 100 times and do Allah Baba. Or you Christian pastors that sleep with the wives of people, children in the churches. Let's not talk about the Asiatic ones, whether Hinduist or Buddhist. I've been their victim 2 times from Asiatic people trying to sexually abuse me. Men. I've seen all of you to the level that nobody can even, you don't need to tell me who human beings are for me to know. I see you all, you are like glasses. Let me conclude this shit. Why am I doing this video? I'm doing this video to show you again this.
For the accused, when you accuse me, say I'm a bad person, say I'm an evil person.
What your manipulation reducted me into. You drugged my life. You tried to turn my brain upside down, delete my memory, and put me in a category that till today you have not been able to categorize me in. Nothing. You can't define me in any way. I'm not definable. But one thing that will never ever change is the gravity of calamity and agony that will befall your children. That is already befalling your children, your household, your generations, your lineages and bloodline. You see, the same way you use the police to turn me into this.
For the accused, when you accuse me, say I'm a bad person, say I'm an evil person.
A drugged person, by your own manipulation, with your own pedo manipulation. Lest I forget, for those of you that are in the party of, oh, what happened to you had to happen to you for you to be great. You have to pass through certain things in life for you to make it, for you to be great. Your children, they will not only be manipulated and drugged mentally, they will be using their legs to walk into the den of their own rapists, their own sexual abusers and molesters. They will use their own leg to walk into the dens of their own sexual abusers and molesters that will molest them through the asses and the mouths and the ears and every part of their body. My God will put them on routine, on rewinding and fast-forwarding routine of sexual abuse, molest that has beginning and no ending. And the police that took part in sexually harassing and abusing me will be part of those sexual abusers. You say you want war? This is war. You see, the truth I just spilled, a lot of people, they've not been able to say it. You can't buy my truth. You can't buy me. You see what happened in Paris? Out of all the countries I could go to, my God directed me to Paris. I lost my document there. I got the document back. I still went back to Paris because my God was preparing me. He did not want to forsake me. He kept opening my eyes, opening my eyes, opening my eyes. I continue to want to remain blind, 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 blind. I kept giving animals, monsters, beasts in human form benefit of the doubt. My God said, Adora, until you open your eyes, I will not forsake you. I will not let these people remain in your space. Look at all of you now. You are where? You are all where? Let me just end this with Issy. Look at you. I'm happy. I'm using you as an example for the rest of them right now. I'm happy you don't only have daughters. You have daughters that have vagina like me. You have children that are female like me. And it gives me so much joy. For you to be a participant of the manipulation that they use in sexually abusing me with the police, that they use in sexually harassing me with people on the street, grabbing my breast and my ass. Even in the same Berlin, an Arabic or a Muslim fool grab my ass. I'm glad you have daughters. I'm glad all of you have children. The ones that don't have daughters, your male children, their nyash will suffer from the prick, from the penises of pervert sexual abusers, especially police pedophiles. It's an enjoyment galore that has beginning but has no ending. Oh, she's laughing when she says it. No, listen, there is difference between laughing with and laughing at. Use your dictionaries. There is difference between laughing with and laughing at. I'm laughing at all of you. When I see you, the level of disgust, it increases every day. You say what you are seeing is not possible, it won't last? Sit down, relax. Like I said on my song, sit down, relax, and watch me fuck you up like no motherfucker I've ever done. Put your popcorn on REDAIL because you're all going to be watching me like Netflix. I know you watch me on a daily basis, so because I come to learn that my phone has camera up and down for you perverts to be watching me without my consent. My own phone, my own property. What is the difference between all of this and perverts and pedophiles that go to children porn centers or porn sites to use children's body to masturbate? What is the difference between you and those perverts? You think you are not really sick in the head? You are participating in a pedo manipulation. They're using mentally and sexually abusing people when you say you are normal. and you claim you are mentally stable. Well, you think nothing will happen to you? You don't give a fuck? No problem. The asses of your children, your bloodline, your generations, your entire lineages will be given a lot of fucks to perverts, to rapists, to molesters, and especially police perverts. And you will see it with your eyes. You will remember me. Relax. This is an eye for an eye. What goes around comes back around. You treat people how you want to be treated. And lastly, you want to talk to me? You see those pedo clown languages you speak. You can't be talking to me in that form. You want to talk to me? Come direct. Come properly direct and let me treat you like a cuss clown that you all are. In the meantime, relax. Keep that popcorn order on REDAIL.